Check out FlipsideGaming.com for all your gaming needs. Use the promo code HEROES to save 10% on all orders over $10. Hey there, this is John from Heroes and Legends, and welcome to this special edition of the Magic the Gathering Market Watch. It is that time of the week again to count down the 10 hottest cards of the week. So our last episode of the Market Watch was Saturday night, and I have to ask, did I miss anything since then? Did anything happen out there in the world of Magic the Gathering? Yeah, I'll say for now, a lot to talk about in the future for the 30th anniversary festivities. But today, we're going to count down the 10 hottest cards as we always do on Wednesdays. So the key driver for cards moving up this week are commander builds around new cards from Dominaria United. Very similar to last week, but there's other things happening too. Warhammer 40k decks, which come out very soon, are playing a bigger role this week in the market. And there's a few other surprises. Quickly before we get into the details though, just a fast reminder, if you go to FlipsideGaming.com, you can use the Heroes promo code to save 10% on orders over $10. Currently, you can pre-order Unfinity products there. They also have the Warhammer 40k Commander decks open for pre-order too, along with a lot of other things on their website. I'll leave some links in the comments below so you can find the newer products easily. Remember, if your order is over $100 or consists only of singles, shipping will be free in the United States. Also, whenever you use the Heroes promo code, it does support the channel, which is always appreciated, so thank you. And without any further ado, let's get into it. Number 10, Najeela the Blade Blossom from Battle Bond. This is up 201 this week to $15.99. That is a 14% increase. And this is a good time to let you know how we compile our top 10 every week. We look for two major pieces of criteria. The first is a percentage increase in the value of the cards. And secondly, we're looking for a true increase in the number of sales out there. So if you're expecting a card to be in the top 10 and it does not make it, well, then it fell short in one or both of those categories this week. With that out of the way, let's talk more about Najeela. So this is a fairly popular commander, but now it is seeing more play as part of the 99 of some new builds. Joecken the Unifier is one of them, and you're going to hear that name a lot again this week. You're seeing a lot of different builds around the card, and it is causing a lot of different cards to move up in value across the secondary market. I've also seen some picking up Najeela as an upgrade to the Painbow commander deck, or in fresh builds around a card from there, Jared Carthalion. Number 9 is Irenicus's Vile Duplication. This goes up $238 this week to $491. That is a 94% increase. This is seeing a lot more commander play around a new card from Dominaria United. The card is Ivy, Gleeful Spell Thief, and many are also picking this up as an upgrade to one of the Warhammer 40k commander decks now too, the Ruinous Powers. And still others are putting it in fresh builds around a card from there, Balakor the Dark Master. Now, if all that wasn't enough, this also was mentioned in an episode of the Command Zone podcast this week as a card you might want to play in commander decks around a couple other new Dominaria United cards. The cards they mentioned were Belmore Battlemage Captain and Rona Sheoldred Faithful. Number 8 is Isika God of the Tree. This goes up $269 this week to $20.04. That is a 16% increase. This has been a popular commander and found in the 99 in many builds, but now it is getting even more commander play thanks to Dominaria United with its support for legendary spells. This is in that popular new Joecken the Unifier commander build. And Isika is also a good upgrade to the Painbow commander deck, plus it's showing up in fresh builds around a couple cards from there, Jared Carthalion and Jensen Carthalion Druid Exile. Number 7 is Avacyn's Memorial, up $342 this week to $10. That is a 52% increase, and this is one of the Eternal Legal cards from Innistrad Midnight Hunt. It is, however, seeing more commander play now because of Dominaria United. This is in Joecken the Unifier, and this is also a great upgrade to the Legends Legacy commander deck, plus it's in fresh builds around a couple cards from there, Dihada Binder of Wills and Shanted Sleeper Scourge. Number 6 is Tulane Teller of Tales. The Throne of Eldraine foil copy, which comes in the Wild Bounty Brawl deck, is up $340 this week to $1008. That is a 51% increase. The non-foil Throne of Eldraine copy is up $353 this week to $999. That is a 55% increase. And the copy from the list is up $357 to $1721. That is a 26% increase. This was only in the list for Zendikar Rising, which is why that price is a little inflated right now. It is a popular commander card, and it is seeing more play in the 99 of new builds, including Joecken the Unifier and Jedid Ojenin Mercenary, which is one of the box toppers. This is also a good upgrade to Painbow and in fresh builds around Jared Carthalion, Plus, there was an episode of Commander Clash on MTG Goldfish this week where there was a Chilean Teller of Tales deck being played, and there was a Joda deck playing this card as well. That could have brought a little more attention to the card, perhaps. Number 5 is Marlin of the Morn Song. This goes up 381 this week to 31.99. That is a 14% increase. And if you watch the regular weekend episodes of the Market Watch, you already know this, but during this time period in Magic, where this is from, this is a Morningtide rare, there was a recession in the game, so less packs were cracked, and these rares from this time that have not been reprinted, they tend to get a little spiky when people pay attention to them. So why are people paying attention to this? Well, it's a fairly popular commander, and it's in the 99 of some builds too. The Marlin decks, which typically run Opposition Agent, are being enhanced by some newer cards. Things like Braid's Arisen Nightmare, Pact Weapon, and Black Market Connections. This is also getting a little additional commander play around a card from the Painbow deck, Arkelos Lagoon Mystic. Number 4 has been staring at you the whole time, Lord Windgrace of 455 to 1201. That is a 61% increase. This card only comes in foil. It is a popular commander, and it is seeing more play now, again thanks to Dominaria United, and the support that it brought for lands. This is also in commander builds like Soul of Windgrace. I have seen this in some Joda the Unifier decks too. And I have seen this used as an upgrade to the Painbow commander deck, or put in fresh builds around Jared Carthalion again. Additionally, this week it was mentioned on an episode of the Command Zone podcast as a commander that might want to house a new card from Dominaria United. The card is Urg, Spawn of Turg. Number 3 is Ardent Plea. This goes up 550 this week to 993. That is a 124% increase. And believe it or not, the reason this is moving is modern. There are typically 3 or 4, usually 4 copies of this in Crashing Footfalls. That deck has been very good, but recently it has been performing even better. Channel Fireball, in fact, updated their modern power rankings this week, and that deck moved up to number 2. Which brings us to number 2, Gonti's Aether Heart. This goes up 756 this week to 866. That is a 690% increase if you're doing the math at home. Now, this recently has been seeing some increased commander play around a card from Legends Legacy, the Peregrine Dynamo. I am now seeing players also picking this up for one of the Warhammer 40k decks, that is Necron Dynasties, or in some cases they're putting it in fresh deck lists around a card from there, Imhotep the Stormlord. But the main reason this is moving the way it is because of a preview card from a Brothers War commander deck. The commander deck is called Mishra's Burnished Banner. The card we're talking about here, I'll put it up on the screen, Mishra Eminence 1. Now, the reason it has a classic border is because the Mishra, as well as the Urza commander decks that come out with Brothers War, are going to have all their cards in this classic border. Now, when it comes to the combo here, when this moves to combat, if you do have Gonti's Aether Heart in play, and you can get just one more artifact into play, you'll be able to sacrifice the token Mishra made for an extra turn. And as long as you have a consistent way to get an artifact in play every turn, you can go infinite. The artifacts can be tokens, so you can use something like Karn Living Legacy, for example, but there's a lot of different options out there. One thing though, Karn could also be your win condition if you're able to use the -7. Once you get the emblem, you should be all set. And coming in at number 1 this week is Spirit of Resistance. This goes up 954 to 1599. That is a 148% increase. So this is an older card yet to be reprinted, and it is a good upgrade to Painbow. I've also seen this in fresh builds around Jared as well as Jensen from there, and I have seen this occasionally in another new commander build. Perhaps you've heard of it, Joda the Unifier. Alright, that's going to do it for our top 10 hot cards of the week, but remember to join us this weekend for our regular episode of the Magic the Gathering Market Watch, where we deep dive into everything that happens in the secondary market. Until then, though, hey, stay safe out there. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe, and have a great day. Hey, thanks for watching. This video is made possible through the generous support of viewers like you on Patreon. Check out the description below for links to our Patreon page, as well as our Amazon affiliate store, where a small percentage of all sales will also help support the channel. Finally, if you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the new videos on Heroes and Legends. Talk to you again soon, and have a great day.